Hi everybody, nice to see you again.
Everybody, nice to see you again.
Hope that you are able to hear me and obviously you can see me, and I'm hoping that this week I'll be able to get some of these comments on as well. But if you want to ask any questions or give any shout outs to anybody in particular and I see them in the wee comments, then I will certainly shout them out for you. Oh, I got my first one. It says hi. Great. So that means it is working. That's good. Fantastic. I'm glad that we've managed to sort that out from last week. And Uzma Ali says, hello, Mr. Corrigan from Rida. Hi, Rida. Lovely to hear from you. I've been hearing great things as well of you doing fantastic videos in P2. So keep up the good work, Rida. It's lovely to hear from you. And hopefully everybody is well. And hi, it's me, Azim. Hi, Azim. Nice to hear from you as well. Oh, it's great seeing all these comments. Fantastic. Already so much better than last week. So it feels like I'm actually part of what you can see as well. So that's good. So if anybody's got any other shout outs you want to say to me or to anybody else that's watching or anybody else that's in the school, then please do so. And I'll try and find the time to read them out. Obviously, the main part of today is that we're going to read you a story. Oh, Miss Graham. Hi, Miss Graham. Hello, Mr. Corrigan. That's nice to hear from you, Miss Graham. I miss you and I miss Rida and Azim, everybody, so much. But hopefully this will maybe help and it'll be nice to kind of hear from people as well and nice to see everybody. So that's great. Hello, Miss Graham from Rida. So hopefully you got that one, Miss Graham. And then Ori Shacks, great. Hi, Mr. Corrigan. Hope you're well from Hadia. Hi, Hadia. Hi, Ishak family. Khadija, all of them. How are you? Lovely to hear from you. And Ali says hello, Miss Graham, as well. That's great. Fantastic. I'm glad that everybody's watching and listening. I managed to get these comments working as well. So as last week, I'll give a little bit of time just to let other people log in and so on, and then I will start with reading the story that I've chosen for this week. In the meantime, if you've got any questions or anything you want to say, then please go ahead. So that's Ms. Graham saying hello to Rida and Azim. And Ishak's giving the thumbs up, and Cool Shades as well, which is very appropriate for today because it's a lovely day outside. Fantastic. I've already been out in the garden playing football with Sam and Owen, teaching them the lessons, and they've been teaching me a few lessons as well. So lots of wee emojis going on. Fantastic. Great to hear from everybody. So this week we are going to be reading this book here called Ramadan Moon. Okay, very appropriate for this time because obviously Ramadan's going on and Eid is very imminent and coming up very shortly. I don't know if you've had the chance, if you were reading the P3 blog today, I posted a video on a little bit of Eid Moon artwork, how to create your own fantastic paintings of the crescent moon. If you've not had a chance to see it, then maybe after this you can have a wee look, or maybe tomorrow. So Rida says hello again, Mr. Corrigan. Hello, Rida. Great, multiple shouts. Very good for you, Rida. And the Shacks are saying nice wee beard. I know, this is my lockdown beard. You get a closer look. Yeah, I'm thinking that maybe, I'm thinking June, July, August, September, October, November, December, 7 months. Maybe I look a little bit like Santa Claus by that time. I know, I used to always have a ginger beard, but now, because I'm getting a little bit older, I'm getting a little bit of a white beard as well. So maybe, yeah, I'll be replacing Santa soon. Don't think so. Nobody can replace Santa, certainly not me. So Ali says, nice book, thanks very much. It's just a book that I picked up off Amazon and I thought it looked really good and I had a little read of it myself as well. So it's kind of written in poetry style. Some of it's rhyming, some of it's not. The illustrations and artwork are fantastic though, so it makes it a really good read if you're interested in getting a copy yourself. I think it's only about £5 or something. So it's really good. And as I say, I chose it because it was appropriate for this time of year as well. It's like saying Santa. Yes, the Santa Claus, that's me. Maybe I could get a job as one of his helpers. I don't know. And there's even got a wee picture of the emoticon of Santa as well with the beards. So to be honest, all it is laziness. Because normally I would shave once a week, but now that we're on lockdown and I don't need to go into school, I've decided that I'm just going to let it grow a little bit, keep it in trim just a bit. Okay, so another minute or so and then we'll start to read the book. If anybody has any questions or would like me to repeat anything at the end, then I will do so. Okay, so we're going to read the fantastic story of Ramadan Moon. And Ali's feeling, I feel like going back to school. Yes, I know. I feel exactly the same way as well, Ali. It's strange at this time of year, although we would be having the May holiday on Friday and Monday, because this is term 4 is always my favourite term, where you do lots of exciting things. You've always got your sports day, your school trips, your prize giving assemblies, just generally being outside more often, doing lots of outdoor learning, getting lots of extra little play times as well, and just being in a much happier mood where the sun's shining a lot more and it's nice and sunny when you're going to work, and it's nice and sunny when you get back from work and you can go out to the garden and relax and enjoy it. So yeah, I wish I was back at school as well, because it was always nice to see everybody. Everybody's in such a happy mood in term 4 as well. But the important thing is that we stay at home and we stay safe just now, and we will get our chance to get back to school. Don't you worry about that. Term 4 is the best. Yes, I agree. Term 4 is the best. Right, what we'll do is we'll just start with the story. So make sure that you're all comfortable and make sure that you can see the screen and hear the screen. I know that some people, even last week, they managed to get YouTube on their television. If you've got a smart TV, you can get YouTube, so you can even see a bigger version of my face. Maybe you don't want that, I know. Okay, so this is Ramadan Moon, and it is written by Naima B. Robert and Shirin Adil. Now, when I was reading about this, I thought, oh, Robert, that's a bit of an unusual name for the first name, Naima. And so the more I read about it, the more I found out that Naima B. Robert, as I looked into the book, I'll read you a little bit about her. So Naima B. Robert is Scottish on her father's side. So there you go, she's actually Scottish. And Zulu on her mother's side. I don't think there'd be many people who would have a Scottish father and a Zulu mother. She was born in Leeds, which is in England, if you don't know, and she grew up in Zimbabwe, which is in Africa. So already she's got a fantastic story to tell. And she gained a first-class degree from the University of London. She has worked in marketing, the performing arts, and teaching. So she used to be a teacher as well. She's the author of Going to Mecca and Boy vs. Girl, books for teens, both published earlier on this year. So, I will start to read you the story of the Ramadan Moon. If you looked at my blog this morning, I asked you a couple of questions. Maybe you can think of what the story might be about from the front cover. It looks as though we have a little character, a lady or a girl, who seems to be on a swing, which is hanging from the branch of a tree. And she seems to be looking upwards to the title, which is Ramadan Moon. And I think that Ramadan Moon is actually written inside the moon. So she's looking up there, wondering, perhaps asking questions, thinking, perhaps praying. I'm not sure. So, final before I start, hi Rida again. 3 times, good for you. So this is Ramadan Moon. Ramadan, the month of fasting, doesn't begin all at once. It begins with a whisper, and a prayer, and a wish. As the month of Ramadan approaches, we search the sky for a sign, waiting, anticipating. That silver sliver of brightness, the shining white crescent, that is the Ramadan moon. There's the illustrations from the book. So Ali, I see you think the story is about Ramadan. I think you might be right. Let's find out if you are right. And when the new moon is seen, what wonderful excitement. the news spreads like wildfire through cities, towns, and villages, across deserts and grassland, into each and every home. And Muslims of every nation, of every age, and every hue will join in the celebration of the arrival of the moon. It's here. Ramadan is here. The month of mercy has begun. I've got a beautiful illustration here of the crescent moon and the earth. And if you can see, there are people all around the earth holding hands. And in mosque after mosque of every shape and size, men, women, and children will all stand up to pray. The Imam will recite the verses of the book that was revealed hundreds upon hundreds upon hundreds of years ago. Here we have a picture of a mosque with everybody lining up to come in, and of course the crescent moon in there as well. So now we all wake up to eat in the dark before dawn, sleepy mouthfuls for the day ahead, while the silent city sleeps. Then Dad's clear voice rings out, calling us to pray. Our family bows like one body before the break of day. Here we see the family praying together. Looks like even the baby in the background is trying to pray as well. In daylight, we feel hungry, but at sunset, when we eat, it makes us a little thoughtful, a little humble, and very grateful. So I think that helps us just to appreciate what we have, to appreciate the food that we have and the family that we have. Very appropriate and very important for this time as well. And each night the moon grows fuller, like ripe and tender fruit, shining on houses filled with laughter and mosques alive with prayer. Each night they come unfailing, this seething congregation, to reflect on the words of their Lord in silent celebration. A picture of a busy street with the mosque and lots of people coming and going. And I know that most of you would have been attending your mosques and so on, but obviously with the lockdown, that's not been possible this year. During the day, we keep busy with all sorts of good deeds. Our voices flow with the words of God in unplanned harmonies. We look for things to give away, collect money for charity, be kind and caring and polite, try hard not to get angry. You have a picture here of a family inside, sharing toys, presents. Now, the Ramadan moon is round and full, a bright silver medallion, but with a special secret sorrow. We see that half the month is gone. We watch her as she wanes, losing a sliver every night, until we reach the last 10 days. Those last days tinged with sadness, when we try to share more, pray more, do more, and give more. So I know from what Miss Batty had said from the school that the last 10 days are upon us. So obviously it's getting exciting times coming up to Eid. And we look for the night of power, better than 1,000 nights, that extra special night when we ask for all that we desire wishes upon wishes, and prayer upon prayer. But then the last 10 days become the last 5. The last 4 nights become the last 3. The last 2, the last. Yes, I agree. The book is very colourful. It is. It's beautiful, isn't it? Every page has a different kind of colour to it. And when the new crescent moon is seen and the Eid day is announced, the Muslim world rejoices, for our festival has begun. I see everybody smiling, rejoicing. And I know it will be different this year, but I suppose that just makes us appreciate all the more what we have and how important it is to be thankful. I agree with you, Ms. Graham, as well. It is very colourful and beautiful. For Eid, there will be haircuts and pretty henna patterns and visitors and brand new clothes that rustle as we walk. And in the morning, there will be the Eid prayer, charity for the poor, family and friends, parties and outings, sweets and treats and more. So it's a very special day. Lots of nice clothes, new clothes. Make sure you look your best. But all that is tomorrow. Tonight, the city sleeps. As I look out at the night sky, my smile is bittersweet. Goodbye, great month of mercy. Hope to see you soon. Please hurry back, my silver friend, my beautiful Ramadan moon. Now we can see the final page. It's like I was looking out of our window at the Ramadan moon. It's quite similar to the painting that I was doing today for my YouTube video. And the final page is just an illustration of all the phases of the moon. I wonder if you could find out exactly where the moon is just now, tonight. So it looks as though it's quite clear outside. You might be able to see the moon. But I know that on the 7th of May, it was a full moon. And I know that because that was my birthday. And it was a super moon as well. So I know that, when was that? 13 days ago, it was a full moon. So now, about 14 days later, it will start to become a new moon. So Hadia says he can't wait for Eid. I know, I bet you're very excited. What are you going to be doing for Eid? Anybody want to tell us any particular things? Because it will be different this year, I'm sure. But it would be very interesting if you want to give me a wee quick message just before we go into what you're actually going to be doing for Eid. Miss Graham says you must be very excited, Hadia. What are you looking forward to the most? Well, that's a good question. What are you looking forward to? And Ali says that was a very good book. Well, I'm glad you liked it, Ali. I'm glad you liked it. So, Ramadan Moon. Okay. If you want to read it again or listen to me reading it again, this video will be on the Infants YouTube channel. Okay. So if you want to have a little look back and listen to me reading it again, then feel free to do so. It should be available after the next 10 minutes or so. So Uzma Ali says, I really enjoyed that book. Brilliant. I'm glad you did. I'm glad you enjoyed it. And Ishaq says, hi, Miss Graham. Hope you're well. I am looking forward to my presents. Oh, absolutely. I bet you are. And Uzma Ali says, thank you so much, Mr. Corrigan. Love the book. Good. I'm glad you did. We love the book, Mr. Corrigan. Great. I'm glad that you did. I hope that it reminds you of all the important things about Ramadan coming up and obviously the celebration of Eid. And I hope that whatever you're doing, that you make sure that it's enjoyable and that you are thankful for it as well. And Ali said, I'm excited about Eid too. Good. I'm glad that you're excited about it. It is a fantastic time. And again, it is a time when we be doing lots in the school as well to celebrate it. I know that perhaps some people have days off at the school, but then usually we have a big assembly to celebrate Eid. So obviously that won't happen this year. But maybe we might do something when we come back in school. That would be great. So what I will do is, Miss Graham says it's a fantastic book. I've learned a lot about Eid, and I did as well from the book. I know it was very informative and done in a lovely way, and I know that it was poetry, but if you're in my class, you'll know that poetry doesn't always need to rhyme. It's great if it does, but it doesn't always. And there's a nice flow and lots of nice words in it as well, so it was great to kind of learn a little bit about that. So I absolutely agree with you, Miss Graham. It was a lovely book. Who has been asking why Miss Bull is not here. I don't know why Miss Bull's not here. Maybe she is. Maybe just she's not able to type in messages. Because I do know that unless you're on a laptop, I think it's difficult to type in the messages in the comments. So maybe Miss Bull's watching it on her phone. I'm not too sure. Maybe she's watching it on an iPad. I don't know how easy it is because it wouldn't work on my iPad. So I have to do it on my laptop. So maybe that's why. But I'm sure that she's thinking about you, Rida, anyway, as we all are. And we all miss you loads. So if anybody wants to say anything else just before we go, I'll stay on for another minute or so and then I'll say goodbye. If you have any ideas of any stories that you would like me to read live, perhaps next Wednesday or next Thursday, then maybe you could send me a little message either just now or on my blog, because I know that some people have been putting more messages on the P3 blog, which is great. I think yesterday I put on some pictures from what P3 had been doing over the year, and some people were trying to guess what was going on in the pictures, so that was good fun. So if anybody has any ideas of any books, it can be a book about the infants, or it could be a more advanced book. I love loads of the Roald Dahl stuff. My favourite book is Danny Champion in the World, which is a great book to read, so I can maybe read a chapter or two from one of those books. The Tiger Came to Tea. Rida wants to see the book. Oh, fantastic. Yes, Tiger Who Came to Tea. That's a brilliant one as well. So maybe we could do that. Could read that next week, or maybe Miss Graham could read a copy of that and post it on YouTube before that, because I know that Miss Graham's very, very good at doing loads and loads of stories and posting them on YouTube, which is great because that means that everybody, whether it's the infants or anybody at all, can go on and read it, which is fantastic. So I miss you and Mr. Corrigan from Hadia. Yes, I know we all miss you, Hadia and Khadija and Airshaks and everybody else. It's just not the same, but we're going to stick together. We're going to stay positive and we'll try and stay happy if we can. So if anybody has anything else to say just before I go, I'm so delighted that we managed to get the comments working this week. It makes it so much better for me because the whole point is that we'll try and get lots more people in for the weeks that are coming. Now that I know that we can do that, and then people can say hello to each other or ask any questions and so on. And it's actually, Hadi, I would like a book about cats. Okay, right, I'm not too sure because I kind of steal all my books that I read from Sam and Owen's collection because they've got loads and loads of books. I don't know if we've got any about cats. I suppose tigers are cats, and we do have the tiger that came to tea. So maybe would that be okay, Hadia? Maybe we could do that. I'll maybe have a wee look and see if we have got any cats. But yes, so please, thanks. Brilliant, thank you. Right, I'm going to say goodbye. If I don't get a chance to see you before Eid, and have a fantastic Eid celebration if you are celebrating it. If not, enjoy the long weekend, which starts, well, tomorrow's the last day, Thursday, and then we're off school on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So take care, everybody. Miss you so much. Bye.